Morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Boy, do I ever have some tea to spill today. Um, so where do I begin? If you are a coach and you're watching right now and it's coming to the end of the fourth quarter and you're looking back and you're making yourself wrong for how you showed up or how you didn't show up. My message today, I think, is going to really hit home for all of you. This weekend, I attended a silent retreat. So let me give you a little bit of backstory here, okay? This silent retreat was mostly meditation, but not visualization or guided meditation or with nice soft music. It was really literally the object of the whole weekend was to start paying attention to your breath and release the thoughts. So for those of you that know me, you know I like to talk. I'm very social. I have a lot to say. So having 3 days of just being silent was something that I felt really called to do. Like I felt like there was something in my soul that was asking me to just show up differently, to discover something newly for myself. So Friday night was pretty easy. It was just a few hours. But then Saturday during the day, I realized my brain was a bit clear. I didn't have a lot of thoughts, but I had excruciating pain. My knees were sore. My back was sore. My legs kept falling asleep. When you're sitting for 2 hours in meditation, it was really, really painful. And then something shifted on Sunday. Sunday, I didn't experience a lot of pain, but my thoughts were just everywhere. Like it was almost like breath, thought, 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 thought. Okay, remember to breathe. Thought, thought, thoughts. So many thoughts were coming into my brain. And I realized during this weekend that I have been going through life numbing out pain, numbing out discomfort. And I started looking at things really differently, like how I'll play games at night on my phone just to tune out the day, how I will watch TV, or, these things that we do to really, really stuff these emotions, these feelings, these thoughts, everything. And I started really, really thinking about too, why it was so difficult for me to just be silent, be with myself, be with not even my thoughts, just clearing the thoughts. And I've been running on autopilot most of my life, just running. I don't even know where I'm running to, but I really, really, something shifted in me yesterday where I woke up and I was so emotional. And now I don't express emotion very well. I've shared that before, but I was hypersensitive. It was like my heart was wide open, just open for anybody to receive it. And I was really, really uncomfortable with it. And I remember I called Max, I called Ryan, I called Nina. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And that was my initial thought. If I have this much emotion, there must be something wrong. And so I was like, I can't stop crying. I had to cancel 3 coaching calls. Now, anybody who knows me, like I would just prod along. Everything's fine. I'm fine. But I was so consumed with emotion that I had to just stop pretending that I was fine and just be with everything that was showing up. And isn't that what we get consumed with? The doing, doing, doing. And we sometimes forget about the being. And I really just had to be with everything that was coming up. And then in the being of letting it go, letting go of the fear of looking bad, letting go of not being this strong rock, I started looking at where did this really come from? This, just prod on and just don't show emotion and just keep going. And so I started remembering the first time that my dad tried to commit suicide when I was about 9 years old. I remember laying beside my mom and just crying and crying and crying. And it felt like my heart was being ripped out. The thought of him not making it, the thought of him dying, I wasn't prepared for that. It was like a trauma, right? And so I realized that I hung on to that emotion, but I also made a decision that I never want to feel like that again. So I started realizing what I've been doing is I've been shutting out, like I've been kind of closing my heart off. I'll let people in, but just a little bit. I'll let people contribute to me, but just a little bit. And I always had this experience that like people are going to let you down. And I was always waiting for the next shoe to fall. And so yesterday I just started seeing all of this, like seeing how I closed my heart off, how I don't let people in, how I don't let friendships in, how I'm just go, 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 go. And I felt like, and I don't know if you're relating to this or connecting to this, I literally felt like there was a part of me, a part of my identity that I was shedding. That strong, resilient, independent, I don't need anybody. That part of me has been running my show, has been running my life to the point where even though I've been really blessed to the last couple of years to be part of your life, part of the HPC community, experiencing success and experiencing abundance in my life, I never really took the time to let that appreciation and gratitude in for long because my thought was, it's only temporary. When is the next shoe going to fall? When am I going to lose it all? So don't celebrate because it's just temporary. I don't know if you guys can connect with this. And really, I mean, it's hard for me to share this with you, but I feel like we're not having these conversations in life. Everybody is looking to us as coaches, thinking that we have all of our shit figured out. But the day we have all of our shit figured out is the day we're dead, the day we're 6 feet under, right? So I don't want to have it all figured out. But I had these awakenings, this awareness. And so yesterday it felt like that part of me, I was letting her go. I was looking her straight in the face and I was thanking her. I was full of gratitude that she helped me overcome some really huge obstacles in my life. She helped me overcome separation and loss of my brother this year, loss of my father this year, ups and downs in the business, highs and lows, ups and downs in my own self and my own personal development. And the whole time she was such a rock, keeping me safe and keeping me protected. But I realized that where I'm going, she is not going to take me there. My heart wide open, my belief in humanity, my belief in my vision of, one day that coaching is going to be so normalized. It's going to be like electricity and running water. Like it's just everybody's going to have a coach. It's going to be in the healthcare system. It's going to be in education. It's going to be in businesses. All of you right now are going to be leaders that are going to really make this shift. And in my kid's life, I really believe that there is going to be a shift. And I know that in order to be a part of that shift, that I really need to open myself up. I really need to open up my heart. I need to be, I don't need to, but I really get to. And I believe that you get to too. So part of, my message in my email was like, this is the last quarter of the year. Look back. Where are you at? What were your goals? What were the things that you wanted to accomplish in 2021? And are you putting the brakes on? Now, when I sent that message, I was thinking about business, of course. Are you going to end strong? Are you going to cross the finish line? And I realized that the one area of my life that I wasn't fully taking on was my spirituality, my sense of something greater. And I equated my business with that. But I realized this weekend that it wasn't the business that I needed to take on. It was myself. It was slowing down to speed up. It was really being with myself. It was really listening to what I need and filling my bucket first. I hate to admit this, but there are many, many, many days for years, like this is the truth, that I wouldn't even take a lunch break. I would eat standing up. I would work and eat at the same time. I wouldn't even take time in the day because I was like, no, I have to serve my mission. People are counting on me. I need to do this. But I realized yesterday when I spent all day crying, literally, I could not stop. I realized that that is the impact of me not taking time to pay attention to me. Now, I want to ask you, Are you just like prodding away at your computer, growing your business, trying everything you can, and not paying attention to your needs, your desires, your wants? How are you showing up in the world? I really could justify the way that I was showing up. I could really rationalize that it was in the best interest of humanity that I be this way. But what that was doing to me, to my inside, to my core, was I was just not paying attention to me. Uh, and I know that there's a lot of you out there that are hyperachievers that want to have everything figured out, and that you think you need to strive and run to get it all done. But I feel like today I woke up with a new sense of clarity of what really is important. Yes, growing a business is important, but I can do that with freedom and ease. I can do that by allowing myself to meditate in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, finding that quiet, calm, that inner peace inside of me. And I know you can too. So I don't know if this is resonating with you. I really felt that even if there's one person that can really connect to my message today, maybe you saw yourself in my sharing, then that is the purpose. But I felt like I needed to share this message because I know that some people will look at us as coaches and think that it's easy for us. Growing a coaching business, being a coach in the world is not easy, because you got to be willing to be the real deal. You got to be willing to take yourself on. You got to be willing to stand and be vulnerable and share messages like this with the world. Because if we don't, who is? Nobody is, but people are going through life experiencing that they're all alone. They're the only ones that cry all day long and make themselves wrong. Like I was saying to Ryan, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't stop crying. And I remember I had a coaching call and I tried emailing him and I tried calling him and he wasn't answering. And I was like, I can't not show up. So like snotty face, eyeballs, like Kermit the Frog, I showed up on the call. I'm like, clearly I cannot be a stand for you right now. I'm just dealing with life and my stuff. He was really, really great. But we are human. Okay. So when we try and think that we're superhuman or we don't own our humanity, it just doesn't work. Just in my experience, what I realized, but I didn't see it until yesterday. So we don't have it all figured out. We're on this journey with all of you. And it's not easy, but it is alive. And see, one thing that I really truly believe is that with every breakdown, there's a breakthrough. And I really feel that we need to break down to have a breakthrough. And we get to stop making ourselves wrong for the breakdowns. If you're up to playing a big game and you don't have breakdowns, you're not playing a big enough game. Because this is what this part is about. It's about feeling the discomfort. It's about being with the feelings and the thoughts and the emotions and knowing I'm not my thoughts, I'm not my feelings, I'm not my emotions, and acting despite it, but also taking time to just be with it. Not always easy. I know, I get it. But anyways, I wanted to share something else with you. Okay. There is a link in this chat. We are doing our first live event where Max is going to be taking you through, we have a VIP opportunity for a work day with us. Max is taking you through PR opportunities, how to build your Instagram, how to build your online influence. Adrian's teaching you how to do the scorecard. Ryan's doing deep personal coaching. And I'm showing you how to be a local influencer and also, how to be the real deal, how to really take yourself on at the next level. It's one thing that I've been consistently working on. And that's why I share so much with you, because the only way to really grow a coaching business, one, is to be courageous. Two, is to really be authentic. And three, is to be in a space of love. Love yourself, love others, and show up in the world as a contribution, giving your value away, giving your nuggets away. I would love for you to join us. There is a waiting list. We only have spots for 20 people. So make sure you get in that private group if you want to be a part of it. There's a link to join the group to let us know that you're interested. And please share with me what you're hearing in this conversation. And I would love for you to share with me what new action you're going to take as a result of hearing this message. Maybe you're going to try and quiet your mind a little bit. Maybe your push in the next 3 weeks is to really take yourself on. Maybe it's to get quiet so that you can speed up. Maybe it's to ask for help. I couldn't do this without Nina and Max and Adrian and Ryan and everybody else who contributed to me. It's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of courage. So I just wanted to say thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I'm hoping that I'm live streaming in the group this week. Last week I didn't, but I truly love all of you. And I just want to acknowledge you for the difference that you are in the world. I want to acknowledge you for the courage you have to stand for other human beings and the courage that you have to put your ass on the line when most people won't. Be authentic, be you, love yourself, be kind to yourself. And I'll see you back next week, same time, same place. Love you guys. Bye.